Hello and welcome to mathematics class. Today we're looking at multiplication and division. Word problems in multiplication and division. Okay, so before we go further, let's look at how we can apply it to our day-to-day activities. There are times that you need to tell me the number of things. Maybe you're given a unit thing and you have to find when you have more. You understand? For example, in your house, maybe you have two chairs in a room and you have to find the number of chairs in 10 rooms or in the class. You want to know the number of children you have in your school. If in a class you have 30 pupils, you understand? Things like that. There are times you need to multiply and divide things around you. So it's important that we know multiplication and division. So let's look at the common terms. When you're dealing with multiplication, what are the terms that you would come across? You see words like times, each, in whole, twice, product, area, factor, multiple, multiplied by, multiply, total, array, rows of columns, equal groups, and so on and so forth. And then for division, you see terms like half, same, split, quotient, divisor, equal groups, each, separate, divided by, dividend, shared equally, distribute, cut off, divide, average, and so on and so forth. These are common terms that will make you to know when to multiply and when to divide. Let's look at this example. How many tires can be found in three cars? How many tires can be found in three cars? So before you can do this, you have to know how many tires does a car have. I'm sure you've seen a car before. Maybe your daddy or your mommy has a car, or probably you've had to go to school using a public transport. Whichever way, you must have seen a car before. How many tires does a car have? Can we count? One, two, three, four. Four tires, isn't it? So if I know the number of tires that a car has, it will be easy for me to know how many tires three cars have. Do you get that? So a car has four tires. So three cars will have three times four tires, which is equals to 12 tires. 12 tires can be found in three cars. You can see that this is relatable because we have cars around us, so we can apply this to things around us. Another example says Grace is inviting 16 friends to a party. She has 320 cookies. How many cookies will each friend get? Okay, so to know the number of cookies that each of our friend will get, all we need to do is to divide 320 by 16. So when you have a bigger number like this, let me show you a quick way of doing something like this. Because if you want to use your long division, it might be a bit difficult. So let's look at a shorter way or a simpler means of dividing 320 by 16. First of all, let's try by dividing each of the number by 4. Let's divide each of the number by 4. If I divide 320 by 4, that will give me 80. Because I know that 4 in 32 is 8. So just add the 0 to it and that will give me 80. And then if I divide 16 by 4, that will give me 4. So I'm left with 80 divided by 4, isn't it? Now let's go further. If I divide 80 by 4, that will give me 20. And if I divide 4 by 4, I'll be left with 1. So that will be 20 divided by 1. And then 20 divided by 1 will give me 20. So when you have a big number like this, the best thing is to try dividing with smaller numbers until you get to the smallest number possible, or probably a number that will be easy for you to divide using a long division method. Do you understand that? Okay, let's look at this other example. If it takes a rocket 7 seconds to travel a mile, how long will it take the rocket to go 2 miles at that speed? So if it takes a rocket 7 seconds to travel a mile, then it will take it 7 times 2 seconds to travel 2 miles. So if 1 mile is taking 7 seconds, for me to know the number of my second it will take 2 miles, I'll just say 7. This 7 multiplied by this 2, and that will give me 14 seconds. Therefore, it will take 14 seconds to go 2 miles. Let's look at this. Jomiloju asked to equally distribute. From this word equally, it should give you an hint that you will be dividing. Jomiloju asked to equally distribute 2,590 grams of flour in 7 bowls. How much will he put in each bowl? For me to know how much flour we put in each bowl, I'm going to divide this. 2,590 divided by the 7. So you can use your long division method to do this division, and this is what you get, 370. So he will put 370 grams of flour in each bowl. He will put 370 grams of flour in each bowl. So if you want to do this division, you can pause the video, quickly do this in your worksheet, and come back to confirm if you get the same answer as this. So I want you to try this for me so that I will know if you understand the topic. There are 12 chocolates in the box, each weighing 125 grams. What is the total weight of all the chocolates? Benjamin wants to split a collection of crayons into groups of 14. He has 518 crayons. How many groups will be created? A paper clip is made from 10 centimeters of wire. How many wire would I need for 3 paper clips? So try this out, and if you do it correctly, you should get this answer. 1,500 grams, 37 groups, and 30 cm of wire. So do yours, and then you can compare your answer with mine. We come to the end of the class. Enjoy your day. Bye.